So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a dark skin makeup, and this is a before and paper after. Look at that. Look at that, looking so gorgeous with the white inspo and the dark skin. Melanin is melanin. So let's start. She starts by winking to you guys because you know. So we cleansed with this micellar water from Mismetic. You know, before you start your makeup, you need a clean canvas. Then I went in to moisturize our face. I used my brush most of the time, but then I end up trying to sink the product in with my hand. So this is me using my hand. Please make sure you clean your hands as well before you go into anybody's skin. So this is the face primer from TM Essential as well. I'm going to use my brush to first distribute it everywhere. Then I'm going to use my hand eventually to tap it in because you want your skin to absorb all that primer, so you know your makeup can stay staying. So I'm going to be using this Nia Beauty All Control setting spray to set our face, to hydrate our face first. So you know I'm a Ezekiel girl, and I'm going in with my Ezekiel foundation in I think bronze or mocha, I don't remember. But it has to be one of the two. Look at that blend. And remember, if you watch my review on Ezekiel products, you will know that little Ezekiel product goes a very long way. So ignore the way I'm not actually pounding her face like that. It's because it's very fast. So this is another concealer, another Ezekiel product. It's a concealer. I think it's in warm nude or something. I don't remember the shade, but I think it's just nude. So I'm going to use that for under eye and nose, at the bridge of her nose. And her name is Fanif, so F Fanif. And I'm going to put in that on her chin too. I hope that's what that's called, chin. So I'm using the second side of my beauty blender. I used the left side for my foundation, so I'm using the second side for my concealer to blend it in. I use my concealer basically because I use my beauty blender, the same beauty blender, because if there's flashback, I can always just turn the other side of the blender and work my way in and blend it. So for nose contour, I think I used Ezekiel foundation in cacao or cocoa, I don't know, but yeah. So I'm going to be blending it with the concealer on our eyelid, and I'm turning the beauty blender to the other side, to the bum to just tap the contour so it doesn't have ash lines. I don't want it to just be standing, you get me? So I'm going to be doing my contour with this Adventure concealer in, I think, Hazelnut. So that's me just blending. Trust me, I use the same beauty blender, just different sides. But sometimes I use brush, but I'm always scared of brushes because I feel like it makes it look like it is packing the product away, or sometimes I use too much products for it. But beauty blender works just fine. So I'm going back in to bring back my highlight. I lost it because I didn't use a lot before. So now I'm going to be bringing back my highlight with that's a concealer from Adventure anyway. I have the opaque. It's very hard to keep track, but probably this is Karachi or Cinnamon, you know, one of the two. So I'm using my Zaron powder palette to just set the concealed place. First of all, I'm not sure I really like the Zaron palette because the powder is not loose. Like, you know, when you tap a powder and it's able to come outside, but this one is not even working that way. You cannot actually tap into. You struggle. Like, I have to turn, like use my brush to turn. See the way I'm turning before I can get powder out. So I'm using one of the dark shades on the palette to do a contour. Like, after you do cream products, you need to set these places with your powder product, you know. So after I do the forehead, the sides of our face, our jawline, if that's what that's called, I'm going in to set my nose. So when I'm setting my nose, I always extend it to the lid a little bit. I'm using this Maybelline powder in 360. I think that's the color, or yeah, 360. You can see it in the video. So I extend my nose contour to my eyeshadow side, to my eyelid, and I match it together, like I connect it together with my brows, because I want it to look as natural as possible. You get me? I don't want it looking like a straight line, so I'm going to blend all of that together. So now I'm going to set, or rather bake my face. I won't say bake because I didn't let this stay for too long. I'm just using this to hold all the cream products that I have, to just bake the under eye, because I realized that using setting powder does not properly set your eye. Before I'll do my brows, my eye, my under eye might have started to crease, so I use this setting powder from Ellie Pride. I don't even remember if it's Ellie Girl or Ellie Pride, to just, set and bake the under eye. Then I'm using this to just define my contour. So if you notice, I use the same powder to dab my brows, because I'm going to be doing my brows soon. So the main purpose of this video is because of these brows. So we're getting into it now. This is David's pencil in number 2. And I'm just going to, our brows are already well groomed before, so I'm just going to sketch out the brows using this pencil. You have to make sure the pencil is well sharpened so that you don't have to struggle with it. When I just started doing makeup, I used to struggle with brows after SKINWORK because it used to pack products away, like the brow pencil pack product. But I realized that if my pencil is sharpened, it's easier for me to work. And once I see that there's a product on the pencil, I just rub it off on my hand to clean the product part, and the pencil becomes brown again, like chocolate brown. So this is basically all I do. Then I just brush with the spoolie, so that if there's excess product on it, the spoolie can just take it away. So when I'm connecting my brows, I just use my eyes to understand where arc is and all. If you've not seen my video on how to draw your brows, like brows before doing your makeup, I think you should watch it. I'll link it in the description box below. But yeah, this is how I do my brows after my SKINWORK. So just remember to put a powder on the brows first. It's quite important so that it can be flawless. Anyways, I have a very goofy model. You'll see it soon. You'll see more of her soon. So I press my concealer brush before starting because I want it to be very flat. But this concealer brush I'm using, I think it's from Classic, and it's not as flat. So I'm going in with the Zickel concealer in nude, and I'm going to be look at how gently I'm tapping, because I want my concealer to be well defined. Get me? So I made a mistake, but I'm going to go in. That's why you have to be very careful. So if you make a mistake, you can be able to easily correct it either with a pencil. Pencils are sometimes too big, so I have another brow. The pens, like there's a pencil that looks like a concealer brush that comes with some brow gels, like Carite brow gel. Yeah, it has one small small brush that comes with it, so I can always use it to correct my brows if I use concealer to go into it too much. So I'm being careful. I don't let my concealer come too forward to my nose because I don't want it to destroy my nose contour, so I'll try to be careful. So I have to blend almost immediately because I don't like it when my concealer stands on its own. So I'm concealing the top of the brows with another concealer. I don't remember what name, but I know that I probably mixed this with a little dark shade and the nude concealer from Zickel, because she's dark skinned and I was using a dark concealer, but it wasn't really working. It wasn't showing. It wasn't concealing properly. So I tried to go lighter. Then I'll just blend this out. If you're going lighter, just make sure you're not using too many products and you don't have your brows bleeding. So I'm just going to look. I already cleaned that out. I was just going to say I'm just going to clean that out. So I cleaned it out, and I'm using this pulley to adjust the brow to make sure, okay, everything is intact. Either way, I did my brows. My eyeshadow. And in another video, I'll probably link it also in the description box. So kindly watch that video as well. So this is my CPD Extraordinaire blush palette. I use it for my eyeshadow sometimes. It's amazing, trust me. It might not be so expensive, but some products are really nice. They are better than these high-end products that you even buy. So I'm going to be going over that because I don't want a blush to be too much. On dark skinned, I don't always really want blush to be everywhere. I'm a spray girl, so I sprayed. So the reason why I used the powder to cover the blush was just for it to just blend in properly. I didn't want the blush to just be standing. So after I sprayed, I think I used flawless spray, flawless IV setting spray. So I'm using a lip palette. This color is, I don't know why in the light it's not showing the right color, but it's not pink, it's like peach, yeah. But in this look, the way she was folding her lips, it was not even helping me blend properly, but we managed. So it was supposed to be a peach lippy, and it was looking some type of way. It wasn't giving the vibe I was supposed to give. So I just kept on adding colors, trying to do ombre, trying to make something and come out with something nice, but it didn't give. So I decided to go back in with this my adventure lip stain, I think in chocolate. I don't know the name, I don't remember it actually. It's a new one, I've not really used it, but I think this is chocolate. So I'm just going to be using that to reline a lip, and I use the excess to just dab the under. I don't want the lip to be too dark, and because I'm trying to go for a lighter DP. So I'm concealing a lip with this concealer. Apparently I went lighter. It was not intentional, trust me. It really wasn't intentional. So if you're doing yours, try not to go too light with your lip highlights, because you don't want to have problems blending this. So yeah, so after I did the lip finish, I just removed the excess lipstick from the side of her lips, and to make it well defined, I just did the gloss. I kept the gloss on the bottom, bottom of the brush, of my lip brush. Then I'm going to spread it properly with the bristle of the brush. This lipstick didn't give me what I wanted, so I think I eventually added a pink on it later. So I'm using my Edgar and Esther highlight palette to just highlight her nose, her cheek, to give it a little more pop. These highs, don't forget to check the video, you guys. The video is in my description box. I'm going to link it in my description box. So I finished up with the glow, and this glow, I don't know, the first time that I used it on a bride, it was perfect. I don't know if it's the lightning of this particular video, but everything about this, like, I loved the look in person, but while I was checking the video on the phone and all, it didn't give what it was really giving in person. You get me? But then, by God's grace, God will provide another phone that I'll use to record soon, or a camera. Then I won't have to be going through quality problems. So yeah, this is my model goofing around as usual. So I think I made a mistake with the highlights. It was kind of much, so I'm going to try to fix it soon. So now I'm trying to use this iconic highlights. It is a spray that has shine in it. I don't remember what they call those things, but the name is iconic. You're supposed to put a little shine on our skin, but then it messed me up. So I just tried to push it in. So this is me correcting the while I was doing the highlights, I made a mistake. It entered into her under eye. So I'm trying to fix it with the powder, if it will cover it, but it didn't really even cover it, but we move. So this is my model, the queen of being goofy. I enjoyed my time with this one. It was a very amazing shoot. So this is me doing wasabi. I'm going in with a lighter, ignore my hair please, going in with a lighter highlight from that Edgar and Esther palette, because I feel like it was not popping before. I'm not gonna do wasabi, it has spoiled before I blended this thing. Oh Jesus Christ, it was ash, but to God be the glory. So I always do another spray after my highlights to melt everything in together, to conceal, to tone down the highlights a bit. So this is the finished look. If you've watched till this point, please like and subscribe. If you noticed lippy, I kept a little pink already, and it gave what it was supposed to give. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you love about this look. Thank you so much for watching. The melanin is melanin. Bye.